Why would anybody want to emulate software companies right now? I thought software companies are on their way out.
I know. Look, I think that this continues to be, I think a very white knuckle period for software companies, because I think it's really an AI ghost trade. It's the view that these LLMs or anything that comes out is going to be the demise of software. I continue to view it as the most disconnected trade that I've seen in my career. I think it's just way oversold. And I think this is going to continue to be a generational buying opportunity for the winners.
This is a big thesis of you, this AI ghost trade. What metrics would appear that would cause you to change your mind?
Look, monetization, the use cases, is going to be software. And I think Palantir has been a great example of it. I think Oracle, obviously, that was a huge prove me moment that we saw, from them. I think you'll see it from Salesforce, ServiceNow, cybersecurity. Look, if there was a moment that you started to actually see enterprises go with true LLMs, that would be what I think that continues to be a fictional narrative. And we've talked about it. I think the Anthropic issue, it's a ghost trade. And I think that's why there's a bottoming of the software sector.
A lot of the companies that we see under pressure because of skepticism over AI, whether it's, I'm watching it with gaming companies,
sure,
that everybody can be a sharp now because AI makes it possible to put forward the best predictions on parlays. You're seeing it in travel with online travel agencies. But what I hear from the companies is that they're harnessing and they're using AI to make what they offer to their customers better.
I think you nailed it. It comes down to the LLMs that's not going to be necessarily the value. The value is in the data, in the stacks. And that's why I think when it comes to software, the reason it's a ghost trade is that the monetization of software is just starting to happen now. I think Oracle, that was a huge proving moment for the sector. But I think what you see is that there's a lot of the bears that are coming out of hibernation mode, looking at software as ultimately, this is now the demise of it. I strongly disagree. I think Microsoft is probably one of the most disconnected stocks that I've seen relative to the sell-off.
What we're seeing, though, is that if you are an options trader, they are almost all going all in on the downside, especially in tech, especially for mega cap tech. How is that affecting your thesis when you're seeing options coming down to a mega crisis?
I think it just creates, obviously, volatility, but the opportunity for the bulls. Because in my view, tech will make all-time highs later this year. Now, are we going through a white knuckle moment? No doubt. But we've gone through it a year ago. If you go to DeepSeek, Liberation Day, and others. But if you look at the spending in the CapEx dollars, I think that ultimately is the yellow brick road because of the multiplier in CapEx that will be for software, infrastructure, second, third derivatives across tech.
What about higher gas prices, the way that affects consumer sentiment, and the way demand for consumer tech starts to have an impact?
Sure. I think it's the view, okay, does this conflict with Iran, does it last a few weeks? Few months, longer? In our view, if it's contained, there's not that much of a negative impact, relative to earnings.
What makes you think it would be contained?
Look, I think that's the question, is that I think right now the street, and from a tech perspective, we're focused on, is this going to change the view of CapEx dollars? Is it going to view the AI in terms of the use cases that are exploding? Right now, we're not seeing that. To some extent, I think what you're actually seeing is an acceleration in the AI trend. But look, that's why, to me, that's the huge debate right now, is that the bears are basically saying, this is going to disrupt the AI trade, is going to disrupt tech. We disagree, and that's why this is a pound the table moment on the tech winners.
Dan Ives, you looking very conservative for Thursday morning.
Again, you never know, but I think maybe it could be a little more aggressive as tech continues to go higher.